Hi everyone, today I'm going to demonstrate to you how to apply our ActiDerm wraps. I'm going to do Thermo today, which is this one. We also do the Lipo, which is this one. Some of you have got Thermo, some of you have got Lipo, some of you have got both. It really doesn't matter which one you've got, the application is still exactly the same. So before you start to wrap, you should have been upping your own water intake for the past few days. 500 to a litre more than you normally take, and that's on top of what you do normally drink. That's going to help you get the best results. So before you start, you've got your gels, either the Lipo or the Thermo. You've got at least 2 wraps. Some of you might have more. However many you've got, you need to use them all to wrap. And then I've got cling film, tape measure and a marker pen. So the first thing you do, hopefully you've had a hot bath or a shower and you've exfoliated to open the pores. This is going to help you get the best results. But the first thing you do with the actual wrapping is to measure. So you're going to measure in 3 places: top, middle and bottom of your stomach. And you're going to make sure you mark where you're measuring with a marker pen so that you know exactly where you've measured. Because sometimes you can't see the results, and if you can see exactly where you've measured, exactly how much you've lost, it's a lot easier to tell. But I always also recommend that you do take before and after pictures. So pull it tight, mark yourself in 3 places, each side on both the top and the bottom of the tape and the front. So that's my top stomach. Then I'll do sort of over my belly button in the middle. Again, pull it tight. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And obviously the marker pen is going to stay on and it's going to help me know exactly where I've marked for when I come back to measure after I've taken it off. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Make sure you take a note of your measurements. I like to save mine on my phone. You can write them down, it doesn't matter as long as you've got them safe. So the next part is probably the most important part, is the actual gel application. So you need to use a serving size amount. So my gel's starting to run out, so here you go. So it's a good serving size of how much you're using. You need to dot it on around your stomach or wherever you're wrapping, like this. All around the area that you're treating. And then you need to rub it in clockwise until it is literally completely dry. So that's going to take 5 to 10 minutes for some people. For other people it can be quicker. I know that my skin seems to absorb it really quickly, so it won't take me that long at all. So you just rub it in until completely dry. So it's starting to get that way now. As you can see, some of my pen is starting to come off, so that's why it's so important to use a permanent marker so that you don't get this. But I can still faintly see where it was that I applied it. So it's starting to get dry now. So I'm going to grab my wraps. So I'm using 2. If you roll them up like this, like they did when they came, it's a lot easier to apply them, especially if you're wrapping yourself. So always start at the bottom. Start at the bottom and wrap upwards. So Thermo, I don't know if you can see, but my stomach has started to go red. That's completely normal. That's what I would expect to happen. That's good, it means it's working. So Thermo's good in the fact that you can see that it's working. You can feel that it's working, but I would always recommend that you do a small skin patch test so that you know what to expect and what you're feeling. So I've just tucked mine in. You do get the little clips that come with the wrap, but I just find it easier to tuck them in now. I find it much quicker, but it's up to you however you do it. So you've put the first wrap on, now it's time for the second one. Make sure you use them both. Even if you think that you can cover your whole stomach with just one, it is better to use them both, or if you've got more, then use as many as you have that you need. So again, I'm tucking it in. I'm going to make sure that it's comfortable and it's spread out, and then it's cling film. Now the cling film is my favourite part. I love this part. You've got to find the end of the cling film, which is probably the hardest bit. And then you're going to wrap yourself. Now you need to make sure the bandages are tight, but they're not too tight. You need to be able to breathe, and your should be able to, body should be able to have its normal circulation. So we're not cutting off our circulation and we're not cutting off our breathing. Again, with the cling film, you need to be tight, not too tight. So you do a couple of layers of cling film, and it's all about keeping the heat in. So I'm just going to do a couple of layers of this, and then we are done. So now I'm just going to cover myself up a bit, give myself a bit of a dignity back, and then I'm going to put my dressing gown on, or I'm going to get into bed, and I'm going to leave it on 45 minutes to an hour. The important thing is to keep warm. It works better when it's warm. You're going to get the best results. So after it's on, I'll come back to you with another video of taking it off, and we'll see how it's gone. Thank you for watching.